Hello, everyone, and welcome to the penultimate Week 3 game between the Colombian Coatis and the Ishikawa and Izanagis, probably the two hardest team names to pronounce. This is kind of like one that I think a lot of people this week were kind of circling. A lot of questions about both of these teams that we're hoping to get answered today. Both teams, I think, right now are kind of in the middle of the standings. I believe they are both 1-1. So we're kind of excited to see like how the two teams stack up against each other. And I just realized I got to switch sides. There we go. So what are you thinking looking at some of these lineups? Anyone sticking out to you?
No one's sticking out to me in particular. I mean, besides Nuttier, because I used to play with that guy. That's my go there. But like you said, this is going to be a very big.
It's not switching sides.
Both being 1-1, as you said. This is gonna answer a lot of questions for one team. For the losing team, it's gonna see if there's any.
There we go.
Room for change.
Okay, and I am realizing the stats are swapped, the little name cards, so it is the Coatis on the left side and the Ishikawa and Izanagis on the right side. I'm really looking at the DPS battle here. Mardox and Sky are both very good players. Moon on this Moira, very interesting here.
Apparently they can't hear me at all, so until that is fixed, I'm going to be talking very close to the mic. We see one guy on a little off angle. The main fight is just going to be Booty and Nave going at it for now.
Okay, doubled your audio here.
Okay, thank you. Gnosis forms come out for both the Machos, just going to be trading blows. Pokemon guy is on the objective. They're going to be getting the first cap. So it would seem. They falling very low. Is going to be taken out by Booney. And now it's right. It's going to be clean up. No, EJ falls to Mardox. Sky will take down that Cactus. However, some repositioning. Sky is just on tear now. Killing Pokemon guy. And that should be it. Mardox is just going to flee from here.
We'll turn the game audio down a little bit too. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, so like looking at these comps here, one thing I'm really looking at is that the Izanagis really want to be playing fast here. They have the Moira, so you have a limited amount of heals you can give out. You also have the Reaper, so Reaper really wants to get in your face. The other side, they have the Maywall, so you need to catch someone with that Maywall early.
Early Coalescence followed up with a beat from the Coatis. An Ajax from Booney onto Red Cactus. That might just be the fight decider there.
Booney with
the rest of the Izanagis are just gonna fall.
Yeah, Booney with some big punches into that form, able to. They had to use 2 ults there, but they did get that beat out. Moon also finally switched over to that Kiriko. One thing I was kind of saying before is if you're playing that Moira, you really got to play quickly. Your resources might run out there. But the problem is like the soldier really wants to be setting up these long angles, the Mei wants to be playing fast. So it's kind of weird in terms of the speed that when you're playing at.
Early engaged from the Coatis is going to be a Kitsune from Corey, but a massive Death Blossom will not come out from Mardox, as Nuttier's going to clean up a little 2k. A great wall, back-to-back great walls from EJ, just deciding 2 fights pretty much, I want to say.
Yeah,
that first fight, like just now, I mean, it's just been beautiful. And there goes EJ, just as I'm gassing him up.
Yeah, if you're playing the Brawl, I really think you have to have that Mei, because if you're playing against a Mei, they can split you off, you can't really do anything. Running double hit scan there, I guess you kind of want to be playing for angles, but at that point, you shouldn't really be playing Brawl, you should be playing some other sort of poke comp.
Yeah, perceived advantage by the Izanagis is going to mean that they're going to try and go quick here. Tactical Visor from Pokemon guy is going to be countered by a Blizzard from EJ. Nave, despite being frozen, is going to pop the Nemesis form ultimate, and it's just going to start running down Corey, who will TP out. Pokemon guy is going to find a right click on the Nuttier. Suzu's fly, and a very scrappy fight is looking. Oh, never mind. Actually, there's no clear winner here. If Nave can find this kill, though, yeah, that should be wrapped. And an unlikely sequence of events, but a very possible sequence of events to lead to an Izanagi's first round win.
Yeah, that's a really expensive fight there for the Izanagi, so they got to be really good with their ults here. AJ now has to push in. It's harder to catch those walls. You can't catch as well like throwing it through a choke there, so we'll see if they can set up anything.
Wall from EJ is going to be countered by a Kitsune rush. His move falls very low. Never mind, Mardox, that is. Twin beats are going to be casted. And Nave looks very caught out here. If they can clean him up, that's going to be massive. But no, Suzu's and a Nemesis form are going to come out. But Corey and Sky both have big things going on. Nave is going to fall as well. Mardox is going to be next, and then Pokemon Guy's just going to try and get out of there. A great sequence of events from the Coatis. As now Nave is going to try and get back with Fly Guy Carter. Yeah. That's not Fly Guy Carter. What am I saying? That's Wrecked Cactus.
Yeah, it's with the Mei. It's like if you catch someone with that Mei wall, your team can focus it down really well. Like the Coatis are playing a very good comp to be doing that with. Since there's no Mei on the other side too, you can't even use the wall defensively. So even though they had some ults there for the Izanagi, they weren't actually able to set anything up because that Mei from the wall from EJ was able to catch Nave out really early there. And just once Nave got caught out there, there's not really a whole lot the rest of the Izanagi can do. We do see now Pokemon Guy kind of hovering that Mei. They are still in spawn, so we'll see how it swaps up. There's no way. Booney on the ball, EJ on the Torb. I guess technically this is meta comp, quote unquote, but
this is meta. There's no quote here.
I don't think Booney is kind of known for that ball, so we gotta spectate the Booney ball a lot here.
Yet, this is the round. You're watching history right here, folks. Nave is gonna be on Diva. Pokemon Guy will be sticking to the man. Booney is gonna be slam onto Wrecked Cactus and Mardox. Nothing really gonna be happening following that. Just gonna roll on into a Diva who falls very low here. The peel will be there for her. Now just in a very neutral fight heavy situation here. But actually, sorry I didn't notice that. Nodier is gonna find Mardox early, but the point will be captured by the Izanagis. Moon is gonna fall now too. This should be a very clean advantage as Nave will find a pick on the Booney, but EJ should just start the cleanup phase for the Coatis here. I saw an attempt at a hammer kill from EJ there. I respect it.
The Coatis comp really wants to play kind of split. Like they want to play like kind of like a TDM, like FFA, just everyone doing their own thing. You have the ball rolling around disrupting. The Torb's able to kind of anchor himself, get a lot of poke damage. The problem is that Mardox, I think, got into a really awkward position. It was forced to kind of slide into the setup that the Coatis already had, so just got taken down early there. Without Mardox, this can be really hard to win some fights here.
Nave's going to try and go early onto Corey, but that being a Kiriko is not going to go well. Nave is going to keep trying to press inwards, trying to find an early pick. Nothing to be found yet. Mardox falls very low. Just to go into that invis. And Nave is finally going to find the pick that he's been wanting. He's going to just press the advantage, but Booney will clean up on Mardox in the back line. Overclock comes out from Sky, but Moon is going to take down Corey. Two trades from the supports onto their counterparts. With Sky, you can never count this man out. Is going to be a Diva and a Lucio against this Ball Sojourn. Now that the Sombra has come back, it's not looking great for the Coatis. Now, some ultimates can come out. Never say never, as Red Cactus and Nave will both fall, sealing the fight for the Coatis.
Yeah.
Played great.
I just think fundamentally the Coatis comp on this map too just really doesn't make any sense here. Like I said, the Coatis really want to play this like FFA, but it's super weird because now you have the Mei, like you're playing a brawl, but then you also have the Sombra and the Diva who want to be playing really quick and playing for that dive. So it just doesn't make any sense. No one on the Izanagi's like team comp wants to be playing the same way. The good news is they have ult here, but again, it's another situation where they're down like 90-0. It's going to be really tough for the Izanagi to win a fight here.
Senior rushes are traded out, along with just a slew of ultimates are going to start coming out as this is a potential last fight. They got to start pumping everything in. And EMP is still available. There it is. It's onto the ball and the Torb. That's good. Sky's going to find Mardox and Nave is going to find Booney. Look at all those assists on the Booney. That's tragic. EJ is set up on the point though with his turret. Wrecked Cactus will take him down though. Nave back into this mech. Some Wrecked Cactus is taking an off angle. They're going to have some point control here. The Sky is pressuring this backline like crazy. Nave is going to fall very low, unable to be healed by the supports. Booney is now back from the ball.
That's just
Overclock will seal the deal.
really rough there for the Izanagi. They're just, seems like no one is on the same page. Everyone's just really split all the time. That last fight just kind of seemed like Nave was trying to anchor the point, but you had Mardox trying to go for like flanks. I'm not a big fan of playing that Sombra there. There's the Ajax, yeah. I'm not a big fan of playing that Sombra there just to counter the ball, because I feel like if the rest of the team wants to play Brawl, you can still just kind of absorb those ball like disruptions very well. So yeah, I guess we'll see if the Izanagi swap anything or want to swap a different map. But yeah, we'll take a short map break here, and we will be back here shortly. Welcome back, everyone. After a very dominant map 1, Colombian Coatis managing to take Busan off of the Ishikawa Izanagis. We are going into map 2 where the Izanagis have picked Circuit Royale. We were kind of talking about it a little bit in the break. I know that the Izanagis really like running Tommy Slat on... Let me make sure this is correct. Yes, it should be correct now. The Izanagis really like running Tommy Slat on the Sigma when they play their poke maps. I know they ran that a lot the first 2 weeks on Havana. But Tommy Slat is not here today. I'm not sure if they had a ringer lined up to play tank. Maybe that's the issue, is they have a ringer for Tommy Slat support, but not Tommy Slat tank. So they're now keeping Knave on Sigma. I feel like I don't think this season I've seen Knave play Sigma at all. So that makes me kind of wonder why they would pick Circuit Royale if their Sigma player is not here. On the other side, though, I know that the Izanagis lineup here, they've run quite a bit on poke maps, especially. Corey really likes playing the Sigma here, so this makes a lot of this comp makes a lot of sense coming out for the Izanagi. Sky gets to play keep playing his Sojourn that got so much value last map. We have Whalefish playing Widowmaker. I know he also likes to play Hanzo if he wants to swap to that later too. On the other side, it's another comp that I really do not like coming out from the Izanagi. They have Pokemon Guy on the Mei with the rest of the team playing a poke comp. So it makes me kind of wonder what the Mei is trying to do here. Is it just trying to isolate the Sig or what?
Yeah, I don't know how I want to feel about the Izanagis here. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it until I see that it actually fails, but until then, I'm gonna be a doubter.
A Moon early pick on a Sky. That would do it. Moon is their, I believe technically on the sheet, their highest SR player as a 4200 support. Plays a lot of that Zen there. Another kill on a Whalefish. The Coatis are going to have to back up, and more picks are coming out here. Pokemon Guy able to hit those right clicks onto the backline here. More stagger kills might be coming in if they want to play for it. I think the Coatis might just be stabilizing here. So I don't know if Knave is going to opt to push this anymore here. A big problem with the second point in Circuit Royale is that the that wide angle is just so dominant.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the early pick from Moon is just such high value there. And then this neutral fight is also going to decide a lot, like what cooldowns we can see forced out, or a pick is going to get forced out, like Sky onto Knave.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw this the last fight, is that Knave was getting kind of a lot of damage taken. Actually, Pokemon Guy's in the backline catches Sky. Where is he? He is behind the Sigma, does get taken down by the Venom Mine, but able to kill Sky. That's kind of the kind of carry player on the Coatis. So getting that down, Sky now has to come back from spawn. I think Knave and Pokemon Guy will make it back before Sky does. And then
if they want to go quick, then this is the time, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Oh, that's a hero play from Pokemon Guy.
Whalefish finds a kick on the Moon.
Yeah. Shut right down. I mean, yeah, there's not really much to say about a neutral fight that goes on other than landing your shots is just so crucial. And I have faith in Whalefish to be able to do that.
Booney gets taken down the Kiriko. Only has Zen healing. The Flux comes out. There is the trance close by Moon. Not quite there yet. Mardox does pop that OC. Going under the backline. Trying to get Nuttier. Almost gets him. Should kill him with the slow orb. Corey is now behind the Izanagi. Corey able to find the kill, but he's so low. Wrecked Cactus versus Corey. Rock comes out. Hits Wrecked Cactus. I think Corey will end up clutching this out. But actually, wait, Moon is still alive too. Moon is behind Corey. The pinch coming out from the support line of the Izanagi will be able to win that fight.
Yeah, I mean, just as I was hyping up the DPS line of Whalefish and Sky, which, I mean, that opinion hasn't changed. I guess Pokemon Guy is just a better sniper than Widowmaker. I mean, two great plays coming out from him in a row. Early Immortality Shield, by the way. This is going to prove very crucial later in the fight.
Yeah, we'll see. Getting out both those, the Cure Rush and the Flux are both very good ults to force from the Coatis. Going into this next fight, now the Izanagi have a very good ult advantage here, so we'll see what they open up with. The Trance actually to open up, I think just trying to play really aggressive with it. Forces the Trance out from the other side too. Corey gets taken down, and both Trances are used, so the Flux should have a huge advantage coming out from the Izanagi, but down Wrecked Cactus, no Flex heals, only Zen heals here, but the picks are still coming. And they might get some stagger kills. Both supports are killed by Knave with some late rocks. If they get 3 on cart, they might be able to get this point. Corey, I think, is going to try to contest it. I'm not sure if the rest of his team will be able to make it back in time for that. If Wrecked Cactus, or not Wrecked Cactus, Booney and Nutty are not able to make it back in the fight, you can't fight this.
Oh my god.
Sky gets taken down by Pokemon Guy again. The point flips.
I mean, this might be the greatest CPS player of all time.
True.
I think we're seeing that today. Instead of the Knave Sigma being born, Pokemon Guy, man. That's going to be the legend of this game, apparently. I mean, I love Nuttier, that's my go. But the Transcendence there in that mid-fight was just far too late. Another lamp comes out.
Yeah, we'll see. Going into that, the Flux doesn't actually quite find anything. It gets everyone low, though, and just the heals aren't quite there. Knave does get taken down here. The spawns are super close for their team, though, so it's not the end of the world. You are getting that Flux out. 5 ults right around the corner here. And just more picks are coming out. Mardox finds Booney, though, so we'll see. I'm not sure if the Coatis want to hold close here.
Yeah, I mean, during that fight, I did see Moon, like, just hang around in the back line after Knave had fallen, so you know what, that's goated. Very early poke here. They do not.
Window comes out. OC from Sky. Trance used to keep everyone up through that OC. The tree also comes out from Nuttier. Two ults have been used for both teams so far. That Flux on top of it catches a lot. Doesn't quite find the kills though, but gets so much damage in. The rush comes out. That should be able to seal that fight just with that extra speed, extra damage coming out. And the Coatis are going to clean that fight up there. But very expensive.
Really not what you want to see if you are a Izanagi. You use 4 ults there. Everything but the Blizzard comes out and gets thrown into the kitchen sink, but is countered by 3 from the Coatis.
Yeah, the Flux comes out. Rock almost hits, but it only catches Knave, who should be able to get topped up by his Baptiste here. The Blizz comes out. We'll see what that catches. I think it's going to catch Corey. The Life Grip pulls him out of it.
Great grip by Nuttier. I mean, that's the last ultimate in this lobby, actually.
True.
So this is just going to be pure
Moon
shots,
close to this
I mean,
Trance.
Sky and Whalefish.
Corey gets so low. Doesn't quite get killed there after he gets rocked from Knave. Pokemon Guy gets also so low.
Slank.
Where's Mardox right now? Oh, yeah, Mardox on the high ground.
Oh!
Sky and Whalefish double team him up on the high ground there. So down Mardox, I don't know if they're going to be able to fight this. Pokemon Guy getting rocked, gets taken down there by Sky.
You know, like the attempt there from Mardox to go on the flank. And that works probably several times with Moon is maybe going to shoot well. Yep, he is. That's a crazy flank. And he's going for Nuttier next. He's got him 1 HP.
Yeah, Moon has been using this Trance so aggressively, too. They might just use it for to engage. Flux catches.
Oh, Rock!
Oh. Rock from Corey takes down that Flux. The Window comes out too. The Trance uses to keep everyone alive. It gets rocked anyways from Knave. So now this Trance just uses extra like pressure coming out onto the Coatis. The rush comes out from Booney. Sky with that OC too is just able to do so much damage. Let's see if it gets any kills here. Pokemon Guy gets taken down there. The cart is so close, but I think the Coatis are going to be able to hold on by a thread.
Onto the Sigma now, or onto the Diva now, off of the Sigma. Sky, once again, along with 2 cleanup kills from Booney, just proving to be such a high-value player for the Coatis. I mean, his value is so crazy right now.
Yeah, we'll see going into this next fight. I'm sure that Pokemon Guy is going to look to build this Blizzard really quickly. Whalefish trying to zone people with this Dragon. We'll see how early he opts to use it here. 13 seconds left. Someone has to touch too.
In favor of the Izanagis right now, but that can change very quickly. So it's all going to be on Whalefish to use his ultimate properly. Early, Blizzard is going to come out immediately retaliated by Whalefish's Dragon.
Doesn't catch anything, gets a lot of space. The OC on top of that from Mardox on the off angle. Takes down Whalefish. Corey falls very low. Might be able to survive here. Booney gets taken down too. Down the flex heals. Looks like Corey might just end up falling over very soon here. Gets demeched. We'll see if Mardox is able to clean up alongside of Knave. Nuttier trying his best on the point here, but there's only so much he can do as a lone life weaver. Sky gets Mardox, but pays for it with his life. Whalefish tries to tunnel into point, but it's not enough as there is a full cap coming out from the Izanagis here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the ultimate's there from the Izanagis were used pretty much just how you'd want them to. The perfect spacing blizzard from Pokemon Guy, and then Mardox with the OC just to clean it up. And there was nothing really they could do to retaliate on the side of the Coatis besides a dragon, which was just, I mean, it was placed very well, but just a little bit too far, if anything. But that's not really an issue.
I think it was trying to zone the Izanagis from getting value from that blizzard.
Absolutely.
And I think it did its job, but the problem is at that point, Mardox had already gone into the backline. So once that dragon comes out, Mardox had a really good angle, pops the OC, and is just able to get so much value on that far wide left side on third point there.
Nuttier onto the Zenyatta now.
This is the comp I was kind of expecting to come out for the Coatis. They have Whalefish on his signature Hanzo, and then Sky playing the Widow. So they are playing double sniper, which is going to be really interesting because there isn't really a sniper on the other side for the Izanagis. They have the Mei and the Sojourn. Pokemon Guy's been hitting some really good.
Is a sniper.
His right clicks, yeah. I believe it doesn't have any damage fall off on those long range icicles. So
170 damage dings.
Even if he's able to mark either of those snipers, could be big. But I think it's going to be down to Knave or Pokemon Guy trying to just put any sort of pressure on the snipers to zone them out, and then long fights. I think their support line is going to be favored. The rock comes out early. Pokemon Guy just playing right next to that choke. I think he was looking for a wall there, but just doesn't come in time. Corey flips the corner and hits the rock. So we'll see if more stagger picks will follow. I think that the Izanagi will be able to stabilize this first corner here.
Great neutral fight is just going to occur right now. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Pokemon Guy is now back, so there is going to be another fight here. But there's just so much pressure coming out from Corey, who's already 50% to his ult.
Yeah, that is crucial. Being 60% to Flux already compared to Naves is 50 is going to be very crucial if this fight lasts long enough. Pokemon Guy versus Sky on the sideline is going to be won by Pokemon Guy with some assistance from Mardox and friends.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the move if you're a Pokemon Guy, is just get that zoning in. Try to force, like, don't allow the snipers to get that space for free. And that's exactly what he did, got some help from Mardox.
I mean, in the close range, this comp is obviously going to fluctuate a lot more. So in that first fight, when it was far more long range, it was obviously going to go the way of the Coatis. But in a little bit more close range, as you can see, in the long range, Sky is going to work his Sky magic.
Yeah, I think it's really important not to just peek the snipers like that. Sky gets another one. The window comes out. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Corey is just in the back line. And Knave is so low, not able to get the heals because Corey is zoning him off. The trance comes out, but it's too late. Not a big fan of that trance.
Not quite sure what that was. I mean, how hard can I glaze Sky, bro? This guy has been so consistent. And then 4 ultimates for the Coatis right now. Jump shot? Nothing.
Yeah, we'll see. The second point, I think, is really good for the Coatis comp, too.
Yeah, a little more close range, but that wall onto Corey did not pay off as a Whalefish with a ding. The Kitsune Rush is also going to come out. Corey's very low.
Knave just needs to get out. He might get staggered here. A lot of ults were being used to get that space there. The Izanagi, I think, are going to be able to stabilize. The cart is still very far back, but Pokemon Guy gets taken out again. You just can't be picking the Widowmaker. Knave has this shield, so you can only really step out when that Widow is shielded off.
Ulbank is in favor of the Izanagis, but they know this, and they're going to go quick with Whalefish's ultimate. They're just going to find another pick from Sky. I mean, unless you can shut this guy down, this map might just be open and shut case. There's going to be a recontested with a Blizzard to engage it. Just going to zone them off.
Yeah, Red Cactus going down there means you don't have the Baptiste, so you're down so many heals. Moon close to this trance, but I don't think he'll be able to get it in time. Knave fluxes himself. That must signal a swap here.
Surely.
I mean,
that was curious.
Knave just needs to be able to zone off this this Widowmaker. Not able to get any space means that Pokemon Guy can't even survive without getting headshot by that Widowmaker. Ultimately, just losing one fight on second means they can't even step forward into the Widowmaker sightlines. Pokemon Guy might get staggered here again by Corey.
I mean, they knew, it seems, that they were at an ult disadvantage, so they pressed it early, and now they find themselves even up now. The Pokemon Guy finally wins the sniper duel.
Another Flux comes out. The Transfer Moon on top of that keeps everyone alive. Katsuni Rush should be wearing down here shortly, but really no other ult here from the Izanagi. Sky still has this infra sights. I'm still scared of this. He is still coming back from spawn. Knave falls very low.
Don't ask where Nuttier is. Just don't ask where Nuttier is.
He is behind them right now. We'll see. I think Mardox knows about that. Pause. Yeah, they know. Control Shift equal. There we go.
That's upsetting. I don't know how much ult charge he had, but so that's the least of their concerns right now. Actually, looking.
I also don't know if there was a fight that was about to break out. I know Nuttier just died, so that's kind of the only threat that was there.
The backline menace has been dealt with. So
okay, show lobby. So it is a trade because Pokemon Guy will still be coming back from spawn. So that's
yeah, Pokemon Guy was being a little bit too much of a threat to Sky. So he deployed his minions on him.
There we go. So yeah, Nuttier dying with that trance too means that if there is another fight, if the Izanagi go fast, they might be able to catch the Coatis before. Oh, doesn't even matter because Knave takes too much damage and tries to go in without his May. Corey falls really low and does just back up here. Sky gets another pick here on the Mardox.
Of course he does. I mean, that was a, I don't want to say curious, but I'm going to say curious play from Knave. I mean, just pops the Gnosis form and just kind of goes in without any real support.
Yep, Cactus dying again. The Izanagi just cannot have a single fight where there are 5 people alive. Mardox goes onto that venture looking for the backline, looking for Booney. Gets Booney. We'll see if that's even going to be enough. Close to getting a Whalefish, but not quite enough. I don't think anyone can even touch here. Rectaxis goes on this Lucio, just not able to get that done. I do like the swaps going on the Brawl. I just wish they would have committed to that a lot earlier. They were still running the Baps in with the Ramatra, so it's the same thing. The Izanagi just cannot pick a comp that is good. So we'll see if they figure anything else out. It is still winnable, but a 1 minute to almost 4 minute time bank is just brutal for the Izanagi, especially after losing map 1.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very rough scenario for the Izanagis. If you can find a way to shut down Sky, that's obviously the main concern going on in the VC right now, I would imagine. How can we deal with this guy? They're going to stick to their guns, it would appear.
Yeah.
Something that I did notice is that when they were swapping over to Brawl, it wasn't a coordinated together movement. After Knave used that Flux in what was initially a very concerning moment, we realized it was just a swap over to the Ramatra. But then the rest of the team was very delayed in swapping over to any characters that could support him. And when they finally did, it was just a little bit too late. I mean, Sky and Whalefish had already started cleaning up the fight. And, yeah, Pokemon Guy has 1 death. So, I mean, this guy's pretty much MVP.
But,
should
yeah.
they lose this series, we know who our MVP is.
We'll see if there's anything the Izanagis can really break through. I mean, it seemed like they were able to get the attack going, but they were attacking into a different comp. The Widow Hanzo, I think, is a little bit stronger than the Widow Sojourn.
Some whole bunch of poke going on. Corey has 26% ult to Knave's 7. That is something to pay attention.
Yep, the card is still moving. Mardox gets taken out again by Whalefish.
Early picks are just going to be the death of this team.
Yeah. Knave is able to get a lot of damage up on this high ground, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He might get caught out here. Doesn't have any cooldowns to be able to back. Pokemon Guy is just still chilling on point. Catch a Sky again!
Oh my god! Widow duel.
And with the spawns in favor of the Izanagi, Mardox also finds Booney. This Genji swap, I think, could actually be really good. Able to put so much pressure on the double snipers here. So we'll see. Corey able to get Mardox, but Nuttier gets taken down by Moon. So staggers for both sides, but the spawns are in favor of the Izanagi. See, both.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, both supports are playing very safe here for the Izanagi, so I think they might be able to set up here really well compared to some of the previous fights they were in.
Mardox is onto Tracer to get back to it. Something to note. Big Flux coming onto both supports is gonna be rocked by Knave, but Sky is gonna find a ding on a Pokemon guy. Transcendence is gonna come out from Moon.
Yeah, we'll see. Corey falls super low. The trance wears off. Corey's so low. They find Corey. Nuttier just jumps into the fight. Within overtime, I'm not sure if that's necessary. Sky gets a pick on direct Cactus, but he should be able to get taken down by Mardox. Like I said earlier, I really like Mardox being on these dive DPS because it's able to get so much more pressure on the backline of the Coatis.
Yeah. I mean, I know we said at the start, Knave is not particularly known for his Sigma, and he's been trying to keep up with Corey. But the ultimate charge has been in favor of Corey. But now, we're going to see Knave has the Flux, while Corey does not.
Yeah, Sights comes out, so you never know. With this Sky on Widowmaker, he could just find someone random.
Yeah.
Get Sinner Rush from Booty.
Oh, here we go.
The Life Grip brings him back. Knave pops that, the Flux catches 2. The Freeze also catches 2. So you got both support ults are out for the Coatis. Just the cleanup is there too. 3 ults for 2, pretty decent. Actually, 3 ults for 3. That got the Sights was also used there. So
yeah,
Moon's been building this trance really quickly. He might be able to build this trance in time for Corey to use his Flux. The Flux Dragon, if they opt to combo that could be rough here though.
Yeah, Moon needs to find a bunch of poke damage in the time that Corey can find 20.
Oh, Whalefish takes some Mardox. That might open up this entire fight. Corey now walking in, looking for someone else. Sky onto this Cass. The wall comes out onto Corey. The Suzu is forced. Corey uses that Flux. No trance available. Moon falls solo. Pokemon guy gets taken down by Whalefish. Whalefish with another one. Whalefish is able to get so much value here. And Mardox, even with that kill, I don't think will be enough for his team. As the Coatis will finally be able to win a fight here. But after a very impressive 1-minute push from the Izanagi.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I did want to touch on before the round started was that a series of miracles did have to happen, and we saw that come out. I mean, despite some very heroic things from Sky happening, just fight after fight happened to go the way of the Izanagis, and that's what had to happen to them.
Yeah, this entire...
And then, at the end of that last fight, we did touch on how Moon had to build that ultimate in the time that Flux was available, but he could just not find enough value to build it up, and that's why Corey was able to find the big Flux onto Knave, which eventually sealed his fate.
Yeah, Mardox is going back to the Sojourn here. Like I said earlier, I really like having him on very mobile DPS where he can harass the backline, especially if Sky is going to stay on the Widow. We did see Sky going onto that cast, so maybe that's why Mardox is going back to the Sojourn here. So yeah, we'll see. Sky is showing the Ashen spawn, so I think the Soj is better if you're not playing into a Widowmaker, but I do really like Genji or Tracer if you're going against Sky Widowmaker. See, Pokemon Guy got caught really early on this defense here. So that kind of led to that entire snowball that was the Izanagi's defense. So we'll see if Pokemon Guy able to play a little bit more safe. Might be able to hold a lot closer here than they previously were able to.
Sky will be rolling out on the Ash instead of the Widowmaker. Might catch them by surprise with that.
Yeah, they know now. They heard the dynamite, yeah.
Now you're on the high ground, like you has...
Izanagi playing the kite here, but they took so much damage.
A lot of cooldowns from Pokemon Guy and Wreck Cactus just being forced out 2 crucial cooldowns. They're just going to try and stabilize their whole fall.
Cactus falling. I am not a fan of holding close like that. Corey is just now walking in. Suzu is forced, but more picks are falling. Knave, I think, needs to die on the cart. He is kiting, but I think he will be able to get caught, and they will not be able to recontest on this first point now that Knave gets taken down.
I mean, these 2 DPS are just going nuts this game. I mean, they still have 3 minutes to go, which is something to touch on. I mean, there is still plenty of cart length to go through, but again, the ultimate charge gap is noticeable between Corey and Nave, and frankly from the entirety of the Coatis to the Izanagis, except for the support category. Just something to know, Moon will be finding his transcendence quite early.
Yeah, Moon close to another trance here. Could be big here. And also, one thing I'm really worried about if I'm the Izanagi is Booney's Kitsune Rush. That Kitsune Rush could really open up this fight here. As we see, they're just giving so much space here, allowing Sky to get these really good angles. Gets a headshot on Mardox, gets him very low. Moon 96%. Pokemon guy gets killed by that dynamite. The Flux comes out, the trance pops, trying to keep Nave alive here. I think it will successfully keep Nave alive here. But once that trance wears off, you have other ults coming out from the Coatis. The Kitsune Rush thrown out there. The Rock comes out. Rex Cactus trying his best on this angle here. The Bob used on top of that from Sky. Rex Cactus taken down. No Baptiste means no Flex Heals. And we'll see the more ultimates are here. The Izanagi are just not able to even contest the point. They're just running away. They're so scared of Corey just walking at them. And I don't even know if they're going to have another chance to contest here. They're going to get long spawn. Rex Cactus goes on that Lucio.
They're gonna go now.
Yeah, I don't even know if they can touch here. The Flux to try to get there faster.
Wow. What seemed like an incredible push from the Izanagis is not gonna be enough to the unmatched power of the sun and the sun being Sky and Whalefish in this scenario. But
yeah.
Just incredible.
Like I said, I think it's very questionable if you have a poke lineup going to a poke map into DPS such as like Whalefish and Sky.
Yeah.
I don't like this map pick coming out for the Izanagi, so we'll see if maybe they can take us to a better map pick next map. We are going to go to another short break, but we will be back here shortly.
I'm glazing these guys so much, but they're so good. This guy is killing it.
Welcome back, everyone, to map 3. We'll see if the Izanagi have anything. They are fully changing their look here. Tommy Slat has finally returned. Unfortunately, it was one map too late to run him on Sigma. So they are running a Mardox tank lineup with Moon Knave DPS Pokemon Guy Tommy Slat. So none of their players are on the same role they played last map. This is another comp choice that I am not a big fan of, TBH. We'll see if it works. Like, Mardox, I know, is very good. Showing the ball, there's no way. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, they might be playing the Torb ball lineup would be really good. Whalefish really likes playing those brawl tanks, showing the Zarya right now. Sky, of course, going to play that Sojourn. I'm assuming Nuttier is, if he's going to stay the Mercy. No, I was going to say, he's probably going to go the Lucio, surely. So both, and the Corey's just going to TP out, and then maybe, I don't know what he's going to play. Maybe a Reaper or something like that. Yeah, no, he just stays Reaper, okay.
Alright, here we go.
We'll see.
Dave is on Torb, Moon is on Genji, and then Hazard, Lucio, Kiriko. This is, I don't want to say a strange comp, but I guess we just got to see where it goes.
We'll see the bubble onto Corey. The Wraith is forced, so this high ground control by the Izanagi. We'll see if they're able to keep playing for it. Mardox takes a lot of damage there, but looks like it's still perfectly fine up top there. Whalefish about half health after being walled off by the Hazard. Pokemon Guy going in for some reason. Gets caught out. EJ finds 2. But would you see Moon actually gets EJ and gets Sky very low on the flank, but not able to find those kills there.
That's just not, I just don't think that's the play in that scenario.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Torb. You want to be kind of like letting them come into the Torb turret, setting up your angles, getting that high ground again, like I said. But for whatever reason, they just all dropped on the point and tried to brawl the Zarya Reaper, which is not a good move.
You can tell this is a comp that they're not as
comfortable. Pokemon Guy goes in.
Guy is dead.
Bro, stop going in front of your tank. Like, it's just... And the Coatis... Yeah, the Coatis win another map, or win another fight here, so...
Script got leaked.
Yeah, true. Tommy Slat has this rush, but... I mean, I don't know if they're even going to need it. Being held in their spawn. Yeah, we'll see if they can even touch. They haven't even really been able to get out of spawn for at least 20% now.
I mean, a very telling sign is Kitsune Rush is traded to start this fight. So they're not going to be able to touch. Never mind. There's Pokemon Guy on the point. Oh, Lucio 1v1. Oh, that's not Lucio.
Another Reaper. Yeah, and just... I mean, you trade the rush, but since the Izanagi are just getting rolled so hard, their highest ult is 80%, and then on the other side there's 4 ults for the Coatis, so...
I mean, to see how this game has gone, look at Whalefish's ultimate charge, and then look at Mardox's. I mean,
yeah, Mardox did have to swap there, but, I mean, so did a lot of the Izanagi. They just didn't roll out on a comp that I think they wanted to commit to.
I don't even know how you would start to play this fight. I mean, it doesn't look comfortable at all. It looks...
Oh, the crab comes out, catches 2. Knave gets taken down along with Pokemon Guy, and I think the rest of the Izanagi will follow shortly after. Winning that another clean 1 ult fight for the Coatis.
I mean, finally, for the Izanagis, you're going to start seeing some ultimates online, but I mean, this is a reverse sweep to start reverse sweeps right now. This is when things need to lock in, but I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't see it happening. I don't think at this point there's a path to victory.
Whalefish does get forced out there, actually. Corey with the Blossom. I'm sure he's going to look for this. But Mardox has this grab. That grab could just be popped here. Catches Whalefish. The blade comes out. Counters with the beat. The Blossom just used it in the grab. So you're using your grab and you're using your blade and you lose the fight. That's just rough. I mean, I guess the only good thing is they have the they got 3 ults out instead of 2, but it's just not looking great.
Pokemon Guy's gonna die late. That's rough, and they're not gonna get punished for it. Maybe they are. No. Good peel. Corey's caught out actually. Can they even kill him? No.
Oh, Whalefish is caught out here actually. The rush forced. trade both DPS. The beat comes out too late. Doesn't keep Marduk's alive. Nuttier is trying to zone out Moon. Boops him away. 2-0 for the Coatis. So
you have to reverse sweep this map and win the other 2 maps. I mean, I'm looking at the ultimate bank. This fight might be in favor. I don't know. It looks pretty even.
It's close.
Depends on how the ultimates are used right now, and also if any ultimates get built. Depends on how long this will fight. Marduk is just so low already. He's gonna die. No ultimates needed.
Yeah, Nave gets taken down there too. Yeah, the Izanagi just are. It's happened kind of the same thing on circuit. Is they just aren't committed with how they're walking. They just get kind of walked on by the Izanagi.
I mean, if you're not mental booned already, then I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be playing a part of it too here.
Yeah, it's like such a daunting task right now. And Pokemon guy, that's a very bad play, but they're not going to hold off the gas at all. Grabs and clean them up. That's going to be up to minimum 60%. I mean, this is not good at all. All they have is a Kitsune Rush and a Pulse Bomb, and maybe halfway through the fight they're going to get the grab.
Yeah, it's not looking good here.
Overclock. I mean, that's basically a fight winner in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know how you begin to play.
We'll see. Nave gets taken down really low,
There it is.
but Tommy gets taken down. Only Lucio heals now. 73%, so I think you have to commit. Both supports are now dead. Might be one of the most anticlimactic games in Aurora history.
I remember at the start of this when we were like, both these teams are 1-1. They're going to be searching for answers, and I was like, this is going to be a very telling map for one of these teams. And for the other team, they're going to need to search some answers. This time, that's going to be the Izanagis.
Yeah, I said on the podcast, I said I think this map's going to be a sweep, and everyone looked at me. So
Very funny. But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, very decisive there for the Coatis. Just that Izanagi just could not get anything going there.
I mean, that's such a great map if you're a Coati. I mean, that's beautiful. You are mentally all the way back. That is a beautiful win. Sky's the MVP. I think we can just go ahead and say that.
Yeah, we'll give Sky MVP. Let me I don't want to do a full interview because I just came off of casting another game, so I am very tired. I'm gonna see if I can find the Dire cast. I think that still might be going. Raid? Is that it? /raid? Fuck it. Okay. It is. I'll type it in chat. It is Mr. Dire. I believe that game is still. There we go. Oh, Riddle is doing it. Okay, so it is Tiller Rose. Oh, I don't know why that's not linked.
Go to Tiller
Okay.
Rose right now.
I believe that's the one he's streaming on. But yeah, I mean, thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you again next time. There might be perks next match, so stay tuned.